Good afternoon. Carrying on with the next lot of press reports. We are now Monday, October the 4th, 2010, quarter to midday. The Associated Press wrote, a Wisconsin prosecutor who tried to spark an affair with a domestic violence victim has resigned. I'm surprised we couldn't hear the cheering here in Scotland. The Associated Press reported last month that Calumet County District Attorney Ken Kratz sent 30 text messages to a domestic abuse victim while he prosecuted her ex-boyfriend on a strangulation charge. Shannon Conitzer was the dude that had strangled Stephanie Van Grol. Governor Jim Doyle began the process to remove Kratz from office about 2 weeks ago. His attorney said last week he would resign before this Friday. That was the Bob Crinan. Kratz issued a statement to the media on Monday saying he has lost the confidence of the people he represents. You're not joking. He also apologised to his family for embarrassing them. I doubt it. I think it's more a case of he feels sorry for himself for having getting caught, and then it leading, trying to hide it, and then trying to, as I say, suppress it all the way along. He was forced to report to the Crime Victims' Rights Board. He certainly didn't report it candidly to them. The Office of Lawyer Regulation also initially were a little bit duped by him. Anyway, let's carry on. Wednesday, October the 13th. So this is quite a jump, a week and a half. 6:45 in the morning though. A lawyer says he plans to file a claim Friday on behalf of a domestic abuse victim who received racy text messages from a former Wisconsin prosecutor. In a news release, attorney Michael Fox, I don't think that's the same guy that was in the Back to the Future. I don't think it's that one. Michael Fox. Anyway, Michael Fox says former Calumet County District Attorney Ken Kratz not only abused the privilege of his office, he also victimized a woman who had already been victimized. Well, it might not be the same Michael Fox, but I'll tell you what, he's on the right track there. That is absolutely what had happened. Kratz resigned last week. His resignation came after the Associated Press reported that he sent 30 text messages to a 26-year-old domestic abuse victim while he prosecuted her ex-boyfriend. A news crew of Milwaukee reports details of the claim will be made available when it's filed in federal court. A message left Tuesday evening with Kratz's attorney was not returned. This is when the net really starts to enclose on Kratz. This really is the beginning of the downfall of the most notorious prosecutor in Wisconsin history. Friday, October the 15th, just before midday, Wisconsin has opened a criminal investigation into a district attorney who resigned after several women said he abused his power to seek sexual relationships. In a letter to the Associated Press on Friday, the Wisconsin Department of Justice confirms that former Calumet County District Attorney Ken Kratz is the subject of an investigation that could lead to charges. The agency's Division of Criminal Investigation last year concluded Kratz did not commit a crime when he sent sexually harassing text messages to a domestic abuse victim. That finding suggests the new probe centres on other allegations. The division asked the public last month to come forward with details of misconduct or illegal activity by Kratz. A message left with Kratz's attorney was not immediately returned. A Justice Department spokesman says he cannot comment on the nature of the investigation. This is getting good now, isn't it? Oh. A domestic abuse victim has filed a lawsuit asking the judge to declare that her constitutional rights were violated by a prosecutor who sent her sexually harassing text messages. So this is just 2 hours later on the Friday. Attorney Michael Fox filed the lawsuit Friday in federal court in Milwaukee on behalf of the 26-year-old Stephanie Van Groll. Former Calumet County District Attorney Ken Kratz sent Van Groll 30 text messages seeking to start an affair with her last year while he was prosecuting her ex-boyfriend on a strangulation charge. The lawsuit notes that under Wisconsin law, witnesses have the right to be protected from harm arising out of their cooperation with law enforcement. Fox says the lawsuit aims to strengthen and clarify the rights of crime victims in Wisconsin. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages for the harm she suffered. Wednesday, December the 1st, 1:30 in the afternoon, the Wisconsin Department of Justice is refusing to represent a disgraced former district attorney in a discrimination lawsuit filed by a domestic abuse victim who says he sent her sexually suggestive text messages. Ken Kratz resigned as Calumet County District Attorney back in October amid an uproar over the text messages and claims of misconduct by at least 4 other women. Kratz sent Stephanie Van Groll 30 text messages in 3 days last year while prosecuting her ex-boyfriend on charges of beating and nearly choking her to death. A week after he resigned, Van Groll filed a federal lawsuit in Milwaukee claiming he violated her constitutional rights by sending her the text messages. Kratz asked the state to represent him in that case, but DOJ on Wednesday declined. Well, good on the DOJ, yes. Let him sort his own mess out. January the 17th, 2011, of course, 1:39 in the afternoon. The former Calumet County District Attorney who resigned after a sexting scandal says he's immune from a civil lawsuit filed by a crime victim who claims he sexually harassed her. Kratz says he was a public official at the time of the alleged harassment. He's claiming absolute immunity and qualified immunity. Those are legal doctrines that shield government officials in certain cases from being sued for a violation of a person's constitutional rights. The Post-Crescent of Appleton says Kratz's answer was filed Friday. It came in a response to a federal lawsuit filed by Stephanie Van Groll. Kratz admitted sending suggestive text messages to Van Groll while he was prosecuting her ex-boyfriend. At least 4 other women have said Kratz made inappropriate sexual advances towards them. Well, I think this is going to be quite interesting. Let's just leave it there, because we've now got the situation where typically Kratz, as it says there, is claiming some sort of immunity from being prosecuted. And it's not really about what sort of money that you can get out of Kratz. As we discover later, he even files for sort of bankruptcy. But I'm not going to spoil all the information that we're looking forward to. But don't worry, he certainly meets a sticky end, as we will see in the final OLR decision, which isn't until 2014, by the way. Doesn't the wheels of justice turn slowly over there in Wisconsin? Anyway, I'll see you again maybe tomorrow. if I get a chance to do another video. So I think we're up to part 8, and as I say, we've still got quite a lot to get through. Anyway, catch you again soon. Bye for now.